Welcome to Subramani. So first the disclaimer, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a health specialist, I'm not a dietitian, but I use all of that for my body, right? So I use a homeopathy doctor who has kept me away from medicines, not homeopathy, Ayurvedic, allopathic. I just don't touch any medicines except if I'm in high altitude and I take a Diomax or something like that. That's a different thing. But other than that, I don't take medicines. Yeah, sometimes for some dental thing, I may need to take a painkiller or something like that. But other than that, I just don't need to take any medicines. So I thank my homeopathic doctor for it. Many of you may not believe in homeopathy. That's your problem, not mine. So I was asked this question, what all things should you do at the age of 55 years of age so as to be healthy mentally and physically at 85, right? So at 55, what should you do to be mentally good at 85? So I have past almost 10 years in that, so right, so I got 55 to 64 years experience, 9 years experience I have after the age of 55. So I can tell you there are a lot of things which you can do for physical and mental health. So some of the things which I have done, some of the things which I wish I had done. So all this is in this list. So maintain physical and mental health from the age of 55 to 85. You have to adopt certain lifestyle which you like, which you enjoy, which you have, for which you have sought benefit and you've got benefit, right? So you're trying to prevent or significantly reduce the chances of chronic illness, cognitive decline, and premature death. I don't think premature death worries us much. I can't have a premature death at 64. So if I die at 64, it's good death. It's not premature death. So you have to build on. You have to have habits which focus on building resilience against age-related stuff like muscle loss, weakened immunity, and social isolation. Below, I will say, I'll tell you what are the things that I did. So first, physical health habits, engage in regular exercise. So first of all, walk and walk. Suddenly when people retire, they give up the ability to walk, they need to walk, and they start taking their vehicles everywhere. I mean, if you've got to go to a bank which is say 1.5 kilometers away from your house, there's no reason why you should be taking a auto rickshaw or taking your car or asking somebody to drop you. 1.5 kilometers is a fantastically good distance for you to go to and fro. It means about 3 kilometer walk. Is it too much? I think in a day, if you can do 15,000 steps or things like that, you would be in great shape. There is no reason why you should not be walking. So physically, of course, joining a gym and looking after your muscle. You remember I spoke about a muscle loss. Muscle loss just happen after the age of 55. I mean, it starts happening at the age of 30. So engaging in regular exercise, like at least maybe 150 to 200 minutes of aerobic activity, walking, brisk walking, strength training at least 3-4 times a week, maybe lunges, squats, whatever, body weight exercises, shoulder press, right? So imagine having all those muscles working well, improving your bone density and balance, right? So making sure that you're balanced. So how balanced should you be? So my logic is very simple. You should be able to wear at least your socks, if not your shoes, and tie the shoelaces standing without support, which means one leg is down, other leg is up, and you are able to do that. Without sitting, you should be able to do some of these things. Though, of course, when you do all this, you also maintain your independence and include some weight bearing activities like hiking to combat bone weakening that accelerates in the 50s. So some long walking, trekking, going on some climbs which is not very dangerous, right? Maybe walking on the snow, which is very taxing. This reduces I'm sure it reduces risk of heart disease, diabetes, etc. So having said all this, tomorrow if I get a heart attack, don't say, oh my god, he itna gyan diya, so much he said and he died of heart attack. Of course I'm going to die, but I do not know how and when and of what. So if I have to prepare myself at 65 to be active at 85, right? So second, of course, after exercise is maintaining a healthy diet. make sure you get enough protein, make sure you get enough fiber, make sure you get enough, look after your gut, make sure that you don't overdo anything. Too much of whey protein may not be good, but a little bit of whey protein may be necessary, especially for those who are vegetarian, because the vegetarian sources of protein are very high on carbs. So it's a catch-22 situation. How much of rajma or how much of chana can you eat, right? It has got good source of protein. Yes, how much of soya can you eat, right? How much of milk can you drink, how much of cheese can you eat, right? There's a physical limitation as to how you can get how much protein you can get from vegetarian food. So you will need some supplement. So make sure that your vitamin D is in place. Make sure that eat the food that is available in the place where you are. So if you are in South India or in coastal India, maybe Goa, Kerala, any of these places, obviously you're going to have a lot of coconut oil. Tamil Nadu also uses a lot of coconut oil and til oil. In fact, if you go for a Kerala massage, the base oil is til oil. Obviously, when you go to North India, it will be mustard oil, because mustard oil is available there. It may not be coconut oil there, so it would be groundnut oil, mustard oil. See what is locally available, because locally available oil makes sense. So if you're in Europe, maybe olive oil makes sense. Maybe in India, olive oil doesn't make sense. Again, like I said, I'm not a health specialist. Go to a dietitian, find out. Don't just rely on what you're reading on the internet and stuff like that. That's not right. Go to a dietitian properly. Go to a gym instructor and make sure that you don't make a mistake in the poses. You don't want to do a deadlift of 80 kilos and find that you got a slip disc, right? You don't want to do that. Have an instructor telling you what to do. Similarly, go to a dietitian and make sure that you understand all of that, right? Tomato would be a great source of vitamin C and not just nimbu, right? So some of these things you should know. Very important, prioritize good quality sleep. Try to get 6, 7 hours, 8 hours, 9 hours of sleep, whatever you can. And my friend who's a doctor keeps saying that catch sleep whenever you want to. You have the breakfast, you're feeling little sleepy, catch 40 winks. You've had lunch, you're feeling sleepy, catch 20 minutes, 30 minutes. But make sure that these things are not ruining your night sleep, because you still need your 6 hours at least, even if you have slept for 45 minutes, 50 minutes during the day. So you need at least 6 hours. So prioritize good quality sleep with consistent schedule, and avoiding caffeine or screens also. Avoiding caffeine is possible because you say, oh, after 2 o'clock I will not have coffee. But avoiding screens, avoiding reels, it's not easy. I mean, I prefer listening to podcasts on YouTube with a phone far away, using a headphone, because if you have the phone in your hand, you're watching a podcast, you're also playing something, you're not paying attention to the podcast. So stay away from screens to get good quality of sleep. Manage weight and avoid harmful substances. I mean, I don't smoke, I don't drink, so I can say that. But if you have any of these issues, try to reduce them, because it's going to interfere dramatically with your health. Make no mistake about it. So you have to manage weight. I need to cut down maybe at least 7-8 kilos. Keep away from harmful substances like your alcohol, your drugs, etc. It can, even if you quit smoking at 50, it could, by the time you're 60, all the bad effects may have been wiped out. I mean, not perfectly, but yes, your lung strength would have improved. You could do your breath test and find out how much your lungs have improved. You can definitely do that. So managing your weight, avoiding harmful substances is important. You please focus a lot on preventive care. Schedule annual checkups. Though personally I am not such a big fan of checkups, my doctor says checking up and doing checkups and getting those reports is very useful for some diseases where preventive action can be done. Mental health, what can you do? Mental health, there are 2-3 things which you can do. You first of all stimulate your mind, so be active. Those who retire die faster. You have nothing else to do and you're getting bored at home, you're just reading the newspaper. That's not enough activity. You need to be commercially involved or at least physically involved without money. Maybe you're teaching slum children arithmetic, and you're teaching slum children English, Hindi, or whatever, right? So some of those things, engage in cognitive activities like reading, solving puzzles, maybe doing Sudoku, learning new skills. I think that can be very useful. Learning a new language, learning new skills, or just improving a skill. You're a good photographer, you're a decent photographer, learn processing, right? You are a good photographer, start traveling to tiger habitats and start shooting the tiger, right? So some of those things you can do. Cognitive reserve will definitely reduce your Alzheimer's risk by up to 60%, and this counters well with the brain dipping after the age of say 50-55. Build and maintain good social connections. This is very useful. I have found that once you're retired and you're not very busy, go and attend all functions of cousins' kids' marriages, cousins' 60th birthday, right? Or somebody celebrating 25 years wedding anniversary. You're in Bombay, fly down to Bangalore, meet your classmates, right? So do all those things. I think what has worked for me is creating 2-3 groups. So there is a running group which I'm a part of, where you have youngsters who are 20 years, 22 years coming and saying, should I do CA, should I do MBA, right? What career path should I take? Whom should I talk to? What should I do? Some of them even want to tap into your own resources, like your networking skills. Using your networking skills, some of them want to write. That's fantastic. You are meeting 22-year-olds and seeing how they are thinking, right? Because I interact with youngsters, I love the idea of Zomato, and I bought shares of Zomato. I don't use Zomato as a service, but as a Zomato shareholder, I've made good money. Right, so do that, build your connection. So you're a running group, you're in a cycling group, you're in a swimming group, you're in a gym group, and you're meeting all kinds of youngsters, older people. So some 70-year-olds asking you for how to do weights, or you go to the gym and you find the closest person is 20 years younger to you, right? So all these things is good fun. So you're meeting a lot of youngsters, seeing how they work, and so I think it helps in building a social connection. This does not mean you should not have friends your age, because friends your age will have similar problems. So have good friends with classmates, cousins, etc., neighbors, obviously school friends, college friends, office colleagues, right? With all of them, all this will lead to better stress and emotion management. Don't get involved into too many things. Don't expect the world to listen to you. This is one amazing lesson of running and cycling. Your own legs and lungs don't listen to you. Don't expect other people to listen to you. So don't try all those funny things. Then whatever it is, start small. Atomic habits, right? So start small, monitor, see how it is progressing. They will start with just one habit. Let's say a daily walk. You're walking 7,000 steps, try to raise it to 10. You're walking 10, try to make it 12. You're walking 12, try to make it 15, whatever it is. So do some walking, running, jogging, whatever you want to. Go to the gym, build your muscles, right? Address gender specific needs. Women should discuss their menopause systems with their doctors, etc., right? So for men could also have similar things like menopause, and so being with school friends is very useful. Maybe over a drink, maybe over maybe you're discussing Trump's tariff. It doesn't matter. Go to and fro on topics, but do that, right? So you have a group where you have different age groups, and you have one specific group where you've got only people born around your age. So if you're 65 years of age, you'll have people who are say 64 and 66, right? A very narrow range. But then this group could have all the same problems at the same time. You all got married 30 years back, 35 years back, whatever it was. Then you all had kids, then your kids went off to school, then when kids went off to college, now you're all empty nesters, wondering when the kids will come and visit, right? You're all having same problem. You lost your father at the same time, somebody lost their mother, somebody lost their father, right? All these things happen. So similar problems groups also you need, and you need groups across age groups also. So do all these things, and then let's see. I'm sure I'll make more videos on this topic. It's a topic close to my heart. Thank you.